Now, well, I was saying before on the previous part of the video, I was saying before that one of the police that he had used basically to deal with some of his intimidation behavior was a detective from the CID. Most of the police that he has used for me over the years, they come from Lucy or they come from Ramble Police Station. Ramble is basically where he was operating when he was doing his business. He operated out of the Ramble Police Station, which is next to Harton Grove, where he has a strong influence in land distribution in Harton Grove, land distribution in Shetterwood, land distribution in Bond Ground, and all those areas. This was basically a area where the Cubans were when the time of the Brigadista, Estrada, and the rest of them were at Mount Pella. Now, that was one of the programs that Michael Manley had put together where he called the Nyeri Farm Product. This is one of the areas. He had given them acres of land that they had confiscated from people, just like they have done right now in the Finsack situation, where P.J. Patterson has basically bankrupt Jamaica, shifted the wealth of Jamaica to other Caribbean island in Caribco, and basically is living fat on the rat of poor people's back, because that's what they are doing. And the Finchak was there to acquire a large amount of Jamaican property by way of default, by way of going into the churches and finding out the older ones who have no surviving relatives, and using the land department to change over documents into their friends' name and their politicians and politics' name to control this area as one of their strongest, basically, supporting area. It is now controlled by D.K. Duncan, if I am not mistaken, and Beverly Manley Duncan, the former Prime Minister Michael Manley's wife. Now, as far as I can see right now, the government right now under Portia Simpson Miller is the same P.J. Patterson government in a sense, but P.J. Patterson is a shadow Prime Minister. He's now the President of Caribco, a bigger position where he can island hop from island to island to avoid prosecution, and also he has his place out there in, what you call it, the French Riviera, out in France, where it is against, you can't extradite him, so there's no extradition treaty with him. What he needs to be do is extradited to the United States of America to face drug trafficking crimes, money laundering, and different crimes that has been committed in Jamaica to violate the sovereignty of Jamaica. And no one is speaking about that. The violation of the sovereignty came when the United States of America declared Jamaica a narcotic zone. That's what the problem is. It's also the problem that's facing the IMF with loans and different organizations with loans. That's why the country is where it's at right now, and the dollar is sliding off the road. Okay? And there's small little criminal groups and people who need to give an account of what happened here in Jamaica. No one is speaking up because everyone is afraid to die. Well, today is a good day to die, so let's all die together, telling the truth of what is going on. Okay? Now what I said to you before, I will expose this area and show you the surveying marker. I will remove the camera and give you a close-up of this area to show you this marker. Maybe another year or so when I'm dead, or whenever they kill me, because believe you me, it has been 25 years of running the gauntlet here in Jamaica and avoid getting killed as the mad Rastafarian, the every kind of name. I'm a Taliban, I'm a fucking terrorist, I'm every fucking thing that they tell the people to kill me. I'm also, I will classify you when they want to kill you too as a Bati man, yet still the country is run by a bunch of Bati fucking men. Okay? But they are very smart when it comes to entrapment. Just like the United States, Beverly Hall, for example, out of Newark, New Jersey, the school board system that I was in, another Jamaican who has came into the United States of America and have robbed large sum of money. Over $150 million disappeared from Newark when I was a teacher there, and she came in as a representative of the state to investigate the situation that had happened here. So it's not a thing that it is small, it's crime that has been committed all over the place. And it needs to be looked into, because what it is, you have people who are suffering and the children are suffering most. I don't work for old people or people my age group. I work for the children. They are the only one willing to give me a job. And as there's a God in heaven or hell, and I will repeat myself, if there's a God in heaven or hell, whatever they assign me to, I will do my job. And I will repeat myself, if there's a God in heaven or hell, whatever they assign me to, I will do my job. And I will repeat myself, if there's a God in heaven or hell, whatever they assign me to, I will do my job. And I will repeat myself, if there's a God in heaven or hell, whatever they assign me to, I will do my job. And I will repeat myself, if there's a God in heaven or hell, whatever they assign me to, I will do my job. I am just a worker, a servant. Nama Shivaya Vaya Namashi. Allah Akbar. Assalamu alaikum, alaikum salam, inshallah, umdullah, all praise is due to Allah. The Lord is my shepherd, I shall not want, yea, though I walk through the valley of the shadow of death, I shall fear no evil, for thou art with me. Thy rod and thy staff will comfort me. Do I need to say anything else? I don't think so. Because I have sacrificed my life, I have sacrificed my children, I have sacrificed everything. Everything. And I will not stop till God stops me. And if God stopped me, then I know I was supposed to be stopped. And that's what I am saying here today in Jamaica. Today, this is the Passover of a lot of evil that has taken place on this island. Bob Marley once says, yes, old pirate, dear rabbi. And there were a lot of them trying to interpret the song and says, what does he mean by that? A yes, old pirate. The white man was a pirate that robbed him? No. After the first trip to Africa and the white man got his first batch of slave on the slave ship, he didn't have to go look for no more slaves. Their own people were selling them. Black on black. Our own against our own. White man has nothing to do with it. Yes, he has orchestrated psychologically. Yes, there's the Willie Lynch scenario, and you can make all the Willie Lynch scenario that you want. And yes, it's part of your genes. But if you don't discipline yourself to break the back of the sapphire will never be broken. And the only way the back of the sapphire will be broken is you have to invest your time, your love, your discipline, your energy, and your teaching into the young child that is being born, that he may come and take another child and try to save this destructive planet that is on the brink of self-destruct. Thank you for your time.